With VR being the next big thing, or at least the next big thing that companies want to sell us, what should the galaxy far, far away do with it? So far, all we got for Star Wars VR is a DLC for Star Wars Battlefront, in which you'll hop into an X-Wing and fly out and fight on the Death Star, get some dogfights, shoot some people. Sounds like fun. But seriously? That's all we get on VR for now? A DLC? And for Battlefront no less? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Battlefront's a bad game, but it's gotten a pretty bad rap. I personally didn't get it, and I don't have VR yet, because I'm broke like that. But, seriously, really? Just some DLC, one story DLC mission, and that's it? Today, I want to propose 2 games that Star Wars should bring for VR. One, that's in the title, so you already know what I'm gonna say. And another one that should definitely be a second game that Star Wars comes out, set for VR. First off, Star Wars Starfighter and Star Wars Jedi Starfighter. So, I know, it's basically the X-Wing mission, but in an actual full game. Don't give us one DLC mission, that's crap. Give us an actual game. Those games were fantastic. I remember just spending hours playing them. I replayed Star Wars Starfighter so many times that I knew all the missions by heart, and I just instinctively knew, okay, not instinctively, by memory, knew where everything was, and I would just finish them like that. It looked like I was doing speedruns or something because it was just that ingrained into my memory. And then there's Jedi Starfighter, which was really cool because it expanded in the universe and showed you Jedi powers in space coming right out of their cockpits. You didn't see that before. All you got was Jedis fighting on the ground, and the only thing they used their force for was shooting at things to have perfect aim. Freaking aimbots. Now, please do not remaster these. We do not need a remaster of either of these 2 games. These games have not exactly aged well. They look like crap. I would play them again right now. I am not joking. I would go through them right now happily. Maybe I should if I can get my hands on them. But do not remaster either of these games. Instead, remake them into one single game. You get to choose different ships, different pilots, Jedi, normal beings. I was about to say humans, and they're not all humans. That would have been xenophobic. Like, give us missions with designated pilots. Like, you're gonna get this mission in which you have to use this specific pilot. You don't get any other choice. Or you get to use these pilots. And you have these other missions where you just choose whoever. Who cares? Go at it. And add a multiplayer to it. Get us to dogfight in space or planet side with real ships. Hell, custom-made ships for multiplayer. Get us out there duking it out against each other. I will spend way too many hours in this. Then there's the other game that should come for VR. Star Wars Racer. I had Star Wars Racer on the N64, and holy crap did I play that game. I played that game so much and had so much currency that by the end, I just grabbed the crappiest pod racer there was in the game, and I had so much credit I souped it up and beat the entire game with the crappiest pod racer. Because I could. Just straight up because I can soup this thing up and make it amazing. I'm gonna take it. Now, this is by no means the biggest Star Wars game around, and neither are the other 2 I mentioned. But seriously, you can go to some arcades and still find Star Wars Pod Racer, the arcade version, and play it. Now in this one, same thing. Give us more pod races, a multiplayer. Hell, throwing a campaign that has nothing to do with the movies. Nothing at all. Throwing a protagonist, throwing some story, make it fun, and have us go through this story mode just to get the hang of the game before we jump into the multiplayer and get last place consistently. End of the day, this is Star Wars. This is one of the biggest things you can do with VR. From Starfighter to Pod Racer to hell, let's get some lightsaber battles up in here, why not? I just hope my second favorite sci-fi franchise gets some really good VR treatment. Seeing as I don't see how my favorite sci-fi franchise can get any VR and have it work. Question, what do you think should be a game set in the Star Wars universe that should come out for VR? And how would it work? But that's it for this one, everyone. As always, I'm Felix. Click that like button if you liked the video, subscribe if you really liked it, and I'll see y'all next time.